Good morning. Welcome to day 21, Kingdom Man Fast. I'm just going to jump right into it. My passage today is on Luke chapter 2, verse 41 through 49. And basically what they're talking about is every year they would go to this annual festival, this annual Passover festival in Jerusalem, Jesus' parents. And Jesus was about 12 at this time, and they went. And as they were traveling home, in verse 44, it says that they just assumed that Jesus was traveling back amongst the travelers with them. We've all heard this passage before of how they lost Jesus. But this is a different twist I would like to present to you guys this morning, is that at the end of them returning home, they searched for him that evening, and they searched for him amongst their friends and their family, and they realized that he wasn't with them. So they returned back to the place that they remembered seeing him last, and that was in Jerusalem. When they went back to Jerusalem, they saw him in the temple, and he was with the elders. He was asking questions, and he was teaching them, and they were astonished of how smart he was. And his mom asked him, was like, "Son, how could you do this to us? We've been looking frantically for you." And Jesus replied with a question. He says, "Well, why would you search for me? Wouldn't you know that I would be in my Father's house?" And that's where I would like to stop it today and recap it for you guys and say, they didn't miss him at first because they assumed that he was walking with them. You see, we can't always assume that Jesus is walking with us. They searched for him amongst their friends and their family. We cannot search for Jesus amongst our friends and our family and expect to find him there. They had to go back to the last place that they remember seeing him last. Not only did they go back to the last place that they remember seeing him, but they went to the last place that they remember being in his presence. You see, when they found him there, his mom asked him, "Well, why would you do this to us?" There's been plenty of times where you and I have been in his presence, and we've asked the Lord, "Lord, why would you do this? Lord, how could you put me in this situation?" And the Lord will always respond to us, "Well, why would you search for me when you know where I would be?" You see, this morning, I don't want to just assume that Jesus is walking with me, only to realize that I've been walking without him for the last 3 days. I want to seek him first. I want to seek him every day. So be encouraged this morning, my brothers. Seek him this morning. Not only this morning, seek him every morning. And because we know where to find him. When was the last time that you remember being in his presence? Was it reading your word? Was it spending time in worship? Was it in your alone time and prayer time? You see, he says, look for me there first. Seek me there first, and you will find me. God bless you guys. I love you guys.